Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Thursday, November 27th, 2025. Well, of course, today is Thanksgiving Day here in the United States, not elsewhere in the world, but certainly here in the USA, and it's a day where we meet with friends, family, and relatives, and basically pig out, have a lot of food, and may or may not get into arguments or constructive conversations. And the energy today is not necessarily enhancing all of that harmony, so we want to be a little careful today and have what I call protective peacefulness, okay? In other words, think twice, count to 10, don't get into it with people today because we have some obstacles energetically today. The sun today is at 5, moving to 6 degrees of fun-loving, adventurous, and truth-seeking fire sign Sagittarius. But the moon shifts signs today. It moves from the latter degrees of unconventional, often visionary, but often just very opinionated, fixed air sign of Aquarius, into the more escapist and mystical, magical water sign of Pisces. It's a big shift of energy, and it occurs just about midday or so. And there are some tough aspects on either side of that shift. Excuse me, the moon early in the day, during the pre-dawn to the dawn hours, makes a hard square from 25 degrees of Aquarius to Venus, planet of love and affection, at 25 degrees of Scorpio. Our love nature may not be quite in attunement with others first thing in the morning. Be careful not to get into it with them. 3:32 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when that occurs. 6:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 11:32 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then midday, the moon on its way out of Aquarius at 29 degrees of Aquarius makes another hard square, 90-degree angle, a tension-filled sort of energy to Uranus, the chaos planet, at 29 degrees of Taurus. Again, just be a little careful here. 9:53 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when that occurs. 12:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 5:53 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. The moon then does move into Pisces at 11:24 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 7:24 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And if all that weren't enough, Saturn, the planet of discipline and structure and hard knocks, just kind of Saturn is a reality check, you know? It's like you got to deal with what's in front of you, turns from retrograde to direct motion. It makes its planetary station today at 25 degrees of Pisces. Translated, it's kind of a heavy energy today. It just happens to fall on Thanksgiving. So this is one where you just got to deal with what's in front of you right now. That occurs at 7:52 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 3:52 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Now, over the next month or so, things finally begin to move forward in our lives because of Saturn turning direct. But right now, it's just kind of a heavy-duty thing. So again, think twice, count to 10, just easy does it today. And if all that weren't enough, late tonight, the moon makes its waxing quarter moon, which means it's halfway between the previous new moon and the upcoming full moon, a point of tension, 6 degrees of Pisces to the sun at 16 degrees of Sagittarius, another hard square. 10:59 p.m., let's call it 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 7 a.m. tomorrow, Greenwich Mean Time. In other words, we have an obstacle course to navigate today. Easy does it. Protective peacefulness is the way to go today. Don't let me down. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, please book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, no matter what. Protective peacefulness is the way to go today.